before I start my speech, I want to do the entrance in a different way, not because I want to differentiate it on a way, but I want to see if we can have alternatives for our entrance and our exits. So what I want you to do when the music starts, I would like you to clap with the music. So not like, but like, until the music stops, okay? So play along. And the ones on the front row, please prepare your right hands, okay? Thank you. Wait. Start on. Thank you. Does anybody know why my speech is titled Milk Job? Does anybody have any idea? Not the milk job, but milk job. Can anybody think of a reason why? I'm sure that you wouldn't. Because some of you, like most of you who know me, know that I teach English. And when you teach English, you come up with a lot of funny stuff, a lot of creative stuff. One of my students, in one of our lessons, he said a sentence like this: I came from milk job. What? He came from milk job. Are you sure the sentence is correct? Yes, yes. What do you mean by I came from milk job? He said, easy. So, Perçin, like he was teaching me, the ones who speak Turkish would relate to this more. So he said, what is milk in Turkish? What is job in Turkish? I came from milk job. I came from Sütiş, which is a fast food chain, a cafeteria chain in Turkey. He wanted to say that he went to Sütiş, he had a coffee, so he said, I came from milk shop. He translated the whole sentence. Epic. And when I teach English, I'm not too harsh. Sorry. Thank you. I'm not too harsh with my students. I'm not like, oh, you have to do the American accent, oh, you have to do the British accent. Because I think, and English teachers would agree with me, English is a world language now. It does not belong to English-speaking countries anymore. You don't have to speak an American accent or English accent. That's why we're not very surprised when we hear a French person speak with his accent, or when a Russian guy speaks with his accent. I'll kill you and your family. Or when a German guy says, hello, how are you? And I'm not even speaking about the furthest accent, like the Chinese accent when they speak, very fast. Or the Indian accent when they speak. That is my favorite. So there are different ways. But I think there is a point where we have to draw a certain line. And I think that line begins when you try to say something in English, but with the logic of your own language. And that generally happens with humor a lot. And I've experienced this a lot when I was younger. When I was in European NGOs, where we were from different countries, walking from one place to other. Imagine we're like 15, 20 people going somewhere. I'm with a couple of Turkish people, speaking in Turkish, and somebody cracks a joke in Turkish. And we're like, oh. The rest, they don't understand, of course. Not that they care. But one of the Turkish guys, who is also apparently Mother Teresa, because he feels bad that others don't understand the joke, he tries to translate the joke. And that's where it all goes wrong. It goes downhill from there. Imagine, the Turkish ones will understand. Imagine me telling you a Temel joke. Temel is a folkloric figure from the Black Sea region of Turkey that we have a lot of jokes on. Because there's a certain stereotype towards people from the Black Sea region. The character is goofy, he's funny. So when you tell it to a Turkish-speaking person, a Turkish person, we relate to it. But if I would tell it to you without content, you wouldn't. If I would give you some content, maybe. But imagine my friend translating the joke directly to the guy. So it is something like this. We laugh and then it's like, yeah, and then Temel Anderson, they went to New York, and then this happened. And then the other guy, which is generally a European, because it was a European association, who was a polite guy, he did this gesture, and I think it's one of the saddest gestures in the history of mankind. He did like this, he listened till the end, This is so sad. This is like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I want you to stop. But I'm too polite to say anything. So if anybody does this to you, it means you're doing something wrong. However, the reason that we're laughing about all these stories is because these stories happen. And I saved the best one, for me at least, to the very last. When I was in Italy for a conference, again, 15, 20 people from all around Europe, I was laying under the Sardinian sun. I was in Cagliari. And one of the Polish girls came to me. Her name was Magda. She said, Perçin, do you have in Turkey a song with the title Rubbish? No, and I don't think any song in the world has that title. But your friend Cengiz was singing a song, and then I asked him what the song is about, and he said it's about rubbish. He wasn't that sassy, I'm just pretending. I was sunbathing. So there was another guy in the event called Cengiz. Younger guy, very thin, with long hair. His English was pretty bad, but his communication was good, so people liked him. So I was like, I was trying to figure out which song is this. So I went to Cengiz, and he was at a corner playing with stones on his feet. I don't know why, was it? So I went to him. Cengiz, Magda told me about this song that you sang, and it was about rubbish, but I didn't get which song it is. And he was still playing with the stones. And then he looked at me like I'm the most idiotic person in the planet. Like, how come you don't know? And then I said, no, I couldn't understand. Sorry, can you please sing this song to me? And then he started singing the song. Which translates to, yesterday night, I cried a lot. I looked for it, but I couldn't find it. Goddamn trash people, they sweep my love away. So the story was, Cengiz was singing this song, Magda heard this song, and she was, oh, this is a nice song, what is it about? And Cengiz was, rubbish. This was the most epic story. So, apart from all the laughter, I think if I was in your place today, the thing that I would learn from this speech, and my aim was, I think being brave and being creative takes you a long way in speaking a language. But I think there is a point where we have to adapt ourselves as well and understand the culture a bit more. And then the real communication can begin. Otherwise, you may prefer not to, and then I will have more stories to tell. Thank you very much.